now available in paperback and e-readers, The Temptation of John Haynes. Give in to temptation and pick up this action-packed African-American paranormal romance. Get The Temptation of John Haynes in paperback and e-readers today. One of my viewers wanted to know if I made appearances on panels of other people's channels and other people's shows. And I do make appearances regularly on other people's shows, and I've been doing this ever since about 2018 when I started making appearances on Obsidian Radio back then. Now, ever since then, I have made appearances on different shows all across social media, and the most recent show that I made an appearance on was the Almega show to discuss comics and comic books, and I'm usually open to doing different shows over the course of the time that I'm on social media, if depending on the topic and depending on the whole overall perspective of the channel. So I do make appearances on different shows, and I do go out here and are open to, again, making those appearances. However, I have become a lot more selective over the last couple of months, because when it comes to these shows, I have to be selective, because when it comes to making appearances on these shows, these appearances have to pay off for me. Now, usually I used to do these shows in an effort to expand the overall reach of the channel and hope to get people to go out here and be able to see my work as related to the books of the SJS Direct imprint. And the reason why I would go on these shows is hopefully to get people to go out here and pick up many of the books on the SJS Direct imprint. However, over the last couple of months, when I would do these appearances, it really would not go out here and generate a lot of book sales. So I have been looking to cut back as related to making those appearances, because it's not really generating the kind of revenue from book sales that I was looking to get. Because the reason why I go on these shows is not only to, again, increase the viewership of the Sean James channel, but I also do them in order to get those book sales. And if these appearances aren't going out here and generating the book sales, then they really are not worth my time. And again, time is something precious for me. It's very precious for me because I have to make a lot of content over on my as related to the channel, because I'm making daily content. I make basically 2 videos a day, and as I'm making 2 videos basically for each day, I have to film a lot of that content in advance, and I have to film that content in advance to keep the content flowing, not only to, again, keep the viewership up and basically stay in the algorithm, but also to keep the revenue flowing. Because when it comes to YouTube, oftentimes I have to go out here and make a lot of videos, because some videos get a lot of views and others do not get any views, and others basically can't get monetized. And usually I have to make an extra video in order to cover the videos that usually get the low views, such as the comic book reviews or the sci-fi and fantasy videos. Or I have to go out here, in a case of a video that does not get monetized, I have to go out here and make an extra video to basically cover the cost of that video. So I'm constantly working on making content all the time. And again, the content has to go out here and generate revenue. It has to generate revenue for me, whether it be, again, generating revenue from a person who makes a video request from a PayPal or a Cash App, making money from the AdSense dollars in some cases, or the video has to go out here and lead to base book sales. And that's the way I do things on this channel. So if I make an appearance, it has to be one that, again, helps make me some money. I mean, whether it be from book sales or some other way of compensation. So when it comes to those kinds of appearances, again, I don't mind doing live streams or doing different panels, but the whole thing is, if there's things that are showing me that this is not, again, one thing that's beneficial to me, where on a stream and there's nobody there. It's just again, or I'm not generating any book sales, then it's just not worth my time. So yeah, I do make appearances on other people's platforms. I've made lots of appearances from 2018 when I started with Obsidian, and I've gone to do different shows, and I've done podcasts like the Form Voltron podcast. I've done other different shows. I did a show with a brother who was doing comics, and I did the Almega show. And again, I do these appearances to further get that expansion of things. But the whole thing is, the ultimate goal is to generate those sales of books. So if you want me to appear on a show, it's got to be something that's profitable to me, and again, profitable to my time. And that's the way I do things on this channel. I mean, I'm open to being on panels, not just there to be on a panel where we're just going to be going back and forth as related to drama and nonsense like that. I don't really do those kind of shows because it's just not worth my time. And not worth my time because I'm not going to go out here and tarnish my professional reputation or my overall image to go out here and, again, embarrass myself online. I don't like doing those type of shows. What I really like to do are shows where we can go out here and have an intelligent discourse, like when I do shows like there was one show I liked doing with a brother where I was talking to him about comics on the West Coast. And I like doing shows where, again, we can have an intelligent conversation. Those are the type of shows that I like to do. And again, I don't like being on those type of panel shows where you got people going back and forth and acting ignorant, that gender war kind of nonsense. No, I prefer an intelligent discussion of a topic. And again, I'm open to doing those kind of shows, but I've been pulling back because I've had these issues as related to anxiety, so I pulled back for a while. But I am open to doing those kind of shows, but those shows have to, again, benefit me, where I can see some sales as related to books. And if I don't really see the sales as related to things, then I have to focus my time on things that are going to make money for me, because again, I have been out of work for some time, and this is how I basically make money on making these shows and, again, video requests. So I don't really want to spend my time on things that aren't going to get me anywhere. So that's why I have been pulling back on shows and making appearances on other shows, because it has to be something that, again, allows me to, again, pull money and get revenue, because time is precious. You don't want to waste time, and again, don't want to waste time on something that's not going to, again, get my brand out there, help me reach new customers, or anything at all. That's what I have. That's the reason why that's my main reason for doing, again, different shows. But I am open to doing shows and collaborations, and they have to be ones that, again, allow me to make a profit at the end of the day. Now, if you want to have me on your show, and it's something that, again, would be economically beneficial to me, you can contact me through my email or on other social media by clicking the links in the description box. And if you want to help out the channel, because I've been having a slow year as related to book sales, you guys can go out here and pick up some of the books on the SJS Direct imprint, and that will, again, help me to be able to stay on the air and be able to continue producing great content for you. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available in paperback and e-readers, John Haynes, Taking Care of Business. The man who rules the world breaks in a brand new partner to help him take care of business in this action-packed, all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get John Haynes, Taking Care of Business at paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere.
Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.